When I went to college, I had an opportunity to volunteer in a lab, and the lab was actually working on calcium signaling in the limulus horseshoe crab. And the PI was just this amazing and generous individual. His name was Dr. Sam Edwards, and he basically got me excited about the eye, more on a molecular biology scale. And then when I went to graduate school, I had this unique opportunity to work with somebody who studies human donor eyes. And I got to see on cross-section how beautiful the different layers were. And basically after that, I was hooked. My lab works on understanding what leads up to the development of age diseases like age-related macular degeneration. And we have both basic science components as well as translational components, and we basically study this large family of transcription factors that are at the epicenter of cell homeostasis, and they're called nuclear receptors. And we're trying to understand what these receptors do in cells that are vulnerable in AMD. And these are the retinal pigment epithelial cells and the choroidal endothelial cells, with ultimately the goal of, if we can identify a receptor that potentially can strengthen the health of these cells, then potentially we can tap into them as a therapy for diseases like AMD. So I've been coming to ARVO since I was a first-year graduate student. And through the years, I basically became really interested in trying to understand how a meeting of this caliber is put together. And I thought the best opportunity would be to volunteer on committees. And the first committee that I volunteered on was the Animals in Care Committee, and it was a wonderful experience. And it basically jump-started my desire, if you will, to participate in other committees and learn about how ARVO is put together and how I can contribute. I have enjoyed all the committees I've served on, and I've gotten something different out of all of them. Different experience, different memories. I would say probably the one that I enjoyed very much was serving on the annual meetings program committee, because I got to read so many abstracts that came in. I got this overview feel of the science that was being presented here in a short period of time. It was like a preview of the meeting. Then I also had the opportunity of organizing papers and poster sessions. And then at the next ARVO, seeing how my colleagues either enjoyed them or they gave me feedback. So I think that was probably one of the, that was a highlight for me to be part of the AMPC. I usually recommend junior scientists to get engaged as much as possible and to volunteer on committees. And I think members in training is a really good committee to start on, but really whatever they're interested in. If I ever hear that there's like even an element of trepidation, I usually remind them that, you know, ARVO staff's here as a great support. And also, you know, you get to meet colleagues, not only that are in your field, but not in your field when you serve on the committee. And with that, it's like the ultimate collaboration working towards making changes and improving conferences.